Namaste and good morning, everyone. I'm going to talk to you today about the relevance and importance of all the effort that you put in with your diet and your spiritual practices and your exercise and your self study. Because often it can feel sort of like it's a waste of time and what's the point? And, there's just no point and it's a waste of time and why am I bothering doing this? So I'm going to sort of talk to you a bit about why it is actually important and when it comes in handy. And that's how it's going to go. Okay, so let's get started with that. I'm going through a little bit of a challenging time at the moment. Nick had an accident, felling a tree, and he's in hospital, and there's possums constantly getting in the garden and whatever else. And so that's sort of what's going on, a little bit of what's going on anyway. So lots of good stuff too. And I'm amazingly calm, fairly calm and okay about it all really. And we'll sort of dealing with it and stepping through what I need to step through and whatnot. And I really know that that's because I've spent so many years working on my inner self, and also that my life is very, very full of certain practices which foster a peacefulness and foster being able to sort of, rather than to react what's going on, to be able to respond and to sort of something happens in life, and rather than sort of straight away reacting to the thing that's happening, to be able to sort of watch it happening more as an observer and sort of, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, and then sort of not making a move or doing something until you feel guided or prompted to do it. And that's actually a learned skill. It's not something, that you just sort of, if you want to be good at a sport, you want to be good at, say, tennis, for instance. Yes, I think that we can all hit that ball and whatnot, but it's only the people that practice at the tennis and they try and they give it a go, and they practice and they think, God, I'm not getting anywhere, but I'll keep practicing, and they keep hitting the ball backwards and forwards, that their game really improves. So I kind of look at myself, although I'm not at all a sporty person and I'm not interested in playing any type of sport, but I do think that my game, my sport game, is actually doing the inner work, and is actually constantly looking at myself and looking at my thoughts and looking at my reactions and looking at the way that I judge the world and I judge myself, and which we do all the time, and looking at that and sort of, so having a thought which is a judgment, and then looking at it and then thinking, where's this coming from? How is it making me feel? Is it the right thing? And am I able to let it go? And all of that type of stuff. So I've found that the more that I, go for a day, go for a walk now and again, or do some yoga, do something physical for myself, for my body, and be in contact with my body, every day or so, my body will let me know when it needs to have some one-on-one time with it. That's really important to me. Also tuning into my diet, and being able to say, like, for instance, for today I'm soaking some pui lentils and I'm going to make a really lovely lentil dal, and honey and I are going to a friend's house. We're going to have a little campfire and have some lovely dal and rice and whatever, and my body just really feels like that dal, I can taste the spices, I can feel them, and my body really feels like it. And that's probably it just feels like it needs the nutrition, and it's the time of season. Also the type of media that I watch. So last night I watched a comedy when Honey was in bed, and I had a really good laugh, and it was just lovely escapism, and I just watched it, and it was great performances and very funny and really lovely, and I just needed to see a nice comedy, and that was okay. So this is, really self-directed living. So rather than, it's about having the tools that you can reach for, um, and having them sort of laid out so you can reach for them when you need them. So obviously I have a lot of tools around meditation and yoga and whatnot. I have the tools of media where I love film, I love TV, I love movies, I love all that stuff. And so I can reach for those tools that I need when I need them. I'm also a fabulous cook and I love that. So I can reach for the tools around diet, and also around what I enjoy doing, which I enjoy as a relaxing activity. So definitely gardening is absolutely up there. I just love gardening. It ticks so many boxes for me, but also reading books is a really good one for me. And drawing, not big drawings, but just making people little cards and posting them and drawing little fairies and little tree scenes and whatever. I find that is really lovely, and that rejuvenates and restores me as well. So because my life is, I'm very blessed that I have the opportunity to spend, my life choosing to do all these little things. I sort of wake up and I'll have had a little bit of porridge, and I might do some stretches, and I do a little bit of drawing, and then I'll do some writing work for a few hours. I'm making this video now, which is a part of my work, of course. I will do readings and consults with people, but it's all very lovely, and I'm just that's coming to me, and I'm reaching for that as I need it. So that trusting and reaching for those things that you need when they come up really helps us when we're going through challenging times, whether that's feeling unwell, or you need to help somebody, or you're going through financial stress, or whatever it is that you're going through. There will always be that stress. So the point is I'm trying to make here is don't focus on that stress. Instead, look at what tools you can have in your life which you can reach for when you actually need them. So, and work out what those tools are for you. They're not going to be the same as me. Maybe you don't enjoy cooking, it's not your thing. Maybe you don't enjoy gardening, that's not your thing. Maybe you don't enjoy reading books, that's not your thing. Whatever it is that is your thing, maybe it is playing a sport, maybe it is watching different or interacting with media differently. Have a think about it. Whatever makes you happy, have a think about, what brings your energy up and gives you energy, and what calms you down and slows you down and pacifies you, because these are different things we need at different times. Sometimes we need to have our energy picked up, sometimes we need to have our energy pulled down and to relax. Sometimes we need to talk, sometimes we need to be quiet. So with self-directed living, which is, just the same as self-directed learning, self-directed anything, it's about listening to what's happening in your being, in your body, in your mind, in your heart, and in your soul, and reaching for the things that you need. So coming back to what I was saying at the very start of this little video, the things that you do regularly that you've taught yourself. So maybe you've taught yourself that, and you've learned that going for a walk is good for you, or dancing is good for you, or talking to a friend is good for you. And so you've found these things out. And because you've been doing them probably for a long time on and off, and maybe it's meditation, maybe it's gardening, maybe it's yoga, maybe it's writing letters, I don't know, whatever it is for you, because you've done these things, you've actually built up an energy with them, and you've built a relationship with them. And you can now use these tools and these connections to help you ground and help you to have energy any day. So you're doing them every day, and I would suggest going to bed at a certain time is really important. Having enough sleep and getting up at a certain time is really important. Eating at a certain time is really important. Anjali, two handfuls, like, two of these scooped together. So I've got to hold the phone in one hand, so I can't sort of show you. So imagine that the other hand up there, that's Anjali. So, one scoop of that per meal, I think it is, or possibly it could be two. Anjali, look up Anjali. So eat the right amount of food, eat the right type of foods. Rhythm is really important, routine, and make it automatic, so that you have these things that are automatically happening in your life. And when you have stress and trouble come, these automatic things will be there, and they'll just keep flowing. So whatever's happening to you externally isn't your fault, and you didn't cause it, okay? So these things are just happening. These thoughts are going to happen. They are simply thoughts passing through your head. They are simply experiences passing through your life. So if you can come back to what grounds you, what gives you energy, what gives you inner peace, what connects you to all of these things, like I said, it could be friends, it could be whatever it is that does that for you, that is healthy. I don't mean going off and getting drunk. That's not healthy, or screaming and shouting at someone. These are examples that are not healthy. But whatever's healthy for you that you can do that help you to stay in your inner self, that help you to stay in your inner peace as you have these thoughts and as you have these experiences happening through you. But please understand that they are happening through you. You are not the cause. You don't need to solve them. Your job for you is to look after yourself and to maintain your own inner peace. So reach for what you need in order to have a peaceful life. It's really that simple, and let these experiences happening to you. So if you have spent a lot of time in your life eating the right foods and doing the right exercises and doing all the right things, and you sort of think, oh my God, what the hell is the point of this? I'm not enlightened. I'm not Yogananda or Jesus Christ. I'm not just like doing all these amazing things. That's not the point. That's just not the point. It's to do these things because certain things build inner peace more than others. So, walking in nature, eating fresh, healthy, plant-based whole foods, going to sleep at the same time, waking up at the same time, and being able to be more the observer in your life, less reacting. All of these things actually really do help you to stay grounded and centered in your inner self. So aim for that. Aim to be grounded and centered and peaceful in your inner self rather than reacting to what's going on externally to you. So remember, thoughts and experiences, they're like this. They pass through you and they leave a vibration as they pass through you. And it's up to you, really, how much of a vibration that leaves, and what type of vibration you're willing to take on. So, these experiences is happening, and you can say, hey, you know what? That's not a vibration I'm wanting to take on into my being. I'm going to just allow that to pass through me. I'm not going to grasp onto it. I'm not going to react to it. It's not for me. I'm not going to take that one. So continue with your practices, continue with your meditation, continue with your diet, continue with in your quest to be honest, to be true to yourself, to be authentic, to be happy. Continue to choose to be grounded. Continue to choose to love yourself. Just continue to do all these things, because these are the things that will link you to the inner peace in your life when you have these experiences and thoughts which do have the potential to cause disturbance. I hope that's been a little bit enlightening or helpful for you today. If there's anything you would like me to focus on when I make these little videos, please leave me a comment, and I will respond, and I will tune in, and I will bring you the information that you're really interested in learning about, because I have a lot of experience and wisdom, and I would love to share that I just absolutely love to share that with you. Of course, if you're interested in lifestyle mentoring with me, you can just go to my website, nalapakana.com, or leave a comment here, or go to the Nala Pakana Facebook page. I don't know, or none of it, whatever you like. Okay, lots and lots of love to you. Be grounded to your inner self. Keep going with your practice. Don't worry about effort. Just slowly get through it. Just slowly do it. It's all good. And remember, these things are happening through you, not to you. Life is happening for you. Life is happening through you. It's not happening to you. So I'll say that again, because that's really amazing stuff. Life is happening through you. It is happening for you. It is not happening to you. Okay. God bless everybody, and I hope you've had a happy Easter. Okay. Bye-bye.